Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, which name is Analytics Pro. In the previous tutorial guys, we have studied about conditional formatting, that how we guys can use conditional formatting in our day-to-day projects with the help of measures or with the help of features. And now in today's tutorial guys, we will talk about one more real-time business problem and their solution. So our today's class topic is how we can display week over week sales in Power BI with absolute and percentage change. So we will discuss this problem here under this tutorial. So let's start our tutorial guys with introduction. And now guys, let's move towards Power BI desktop screen to understand how we can display week over week sales in Power BI. So here we guys have entered in Power BI desktop screen. So firstly, let's understand the data set. So let me go here under this table view. So this is my date table guys, which we have just created with the help of calendar auto function. And this is only my sales table where we have taken dates and the sales. And if I talk about the modeling guys, so we have connected date column of sales table with date table date column. So here we have created a relationship between fact to dimension, which is one to many. So I hope you guys are clear with this modeling. And now guys, let's go here under this table view and simply select my date table. So here guys, firstly we will create a week numbers here under this date table. So you have the function in Power BI guys, which name is week number, which calculate number of weeks. So let me go here under this new column. And under new column guys, let me rename my column name as week numbers and simply write my formula here, which is week num, which stands for week number. And here under this formula guys, we have just only two parameters, dates and return type. So here under this date parameter guys, I will take this date column here, which is from the dimension table. So let me take this date column here, comma, and in the return type guys, you can see we have a list of numbers like 1, 11, 2, 21 and so on. So here 1 simply means guys, our week will be start from Sunday. If you take 2 guys, so our week will be start from Monday. So in this way guys, you guys can use this return type. So here under this scenario guys, I would like to start my week with Monday. So I will simply take return type as 2 and bracket close guys and hit enter. So see guys, it returning some numbers. So whatever the days guys are coming here under the first weeks, it return 1. After that 2, 3 and so on. And now guys, let's check with this calendar that how these numbers are returning here. So firstly let's check this date, which is January 1, 2022. So let's move towards January 2022 calendar. So here we guys can see the calendar of 2022. And now let's talk about this first date. So January 1 was Saturday. And in the week num parameter guys, I have taken interval as 2. So my week will be start with this Monday. So this January 1 guys, which is Saturday, which falls under the first week of the January. So here we will calculate the days like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So till 7 guys, it comes under the first of the week, which start from Monday. And now let's talk about this second date, which is 2nd of January. So guys, this 2nd of January will also be fall under the first week of January, because our week start with Monday, and if you calculate the next 7 days guys, so this Sunday will also comes under the first of the week. And now let's cross check guys that Power BI is returning the same number of the first week or not. So let's move into the Power BI desktop. So here we guys can see 2nd of January is also comes under the first of the week, because our week will start from the Monday. So I hope you guys are clear how week numbers work here and how it is assigning the numbers. And if I scroll it down guys, so you guys can see 52 weeks in a year. So here we can see in the 2022 year of calendar, total weeks we have 53. And if you check this 2023 year of calendar, so here you can see our week will start from scratch, which is from 1. And again it will go up to 52 of weeks. So here in the 2023 years guys, again we have 53 weeks. And now guys, let's go under this report view. So this is the table visual guys, which we have already taken. And now guys, what I will do, let me simply select this calculated column, which is week number, and drop it here. So by default guys, it is getting me the sum. So what you need to do guys, simply go under this drop down and simply check this don't summarize. And now I can see all the week numbers here under this table visual. And this formatting guys, I have already set up earlier. That's why you can see some colorings. And now let me take this total sales, which we have created with the help of measure, which is sum of sales. And now let me select this measure and drop it here. So here we guys can see the weekdays wise sale. And this is my slicer visual guys. So let me take this date column here under this slicer and simply change this drop down from vertical list to date hierarchy. And here we guys can see we have 3 years of data, 2022, 2023 and 2024. So if I click on this 2024 guys, so now I can see all the week numbers of 2024, which start from week number 1 till week number 53. So if you guys want to visualize these week number in a different format guys, like week number 1, week number 2 and so on. So you guys can change the week number with the help of format function. So let's go to this table view guys and change this DAX function. So with this week number guys, I want to change the formatting. So what I will do guys, without using the format function, I can simply put it week over here. Although you guys can change the format with the help of format function. And now let me simply put it ampersand sign. That's it. And click on this commit button. So see guys, our formatting has changed. And now I can see the text week here in the front of each and every week. And now let's go to this report view. And now you guys can see it displays the better picture. But here sorting is incorrect. After week number 1 guys, it's directly display the sales of week number 10. So here sorting is disturbed. And now you guys are already aware how you guys can make this custom sorting. So what you need to do guys, simply go under this table view again. And let's create another column so that I can sort my column on the basis of that sorting order column. So simply go to this new column. And let's say my column name is week number underscore sorting. And simply type week num function. And here under the date parameter guys, simply take this date column, which is from the dimension table, comma, and I want to start my week with Monday. That's why I'll take 2, bracket close and hit enter. So now we can see we have created a sorting column. So what I will do guys, let me select this week number column and simply go to this sort by column. And this column guys, I want to sort this on the basis of week number sorting. So let me select this column. And now let me go to the report view again. So see guys, we have done with the correct sorting of week number. So now you guys can see the week number on the basis of chronological order. It start from week number 1 till week number 53 in a sequence manner. So in this way guys, you can display week over week sale. And now guys, let's learn how we can create a logic to display the difference of week over week sales. So let's create a simple DAX function. So let me simply go here under this 3 dots and click here on the new measure. And let's say my measure name would be week over week change. And now let's start to write our DAX code. So let me start with this variable. So let me simply write var, and now let me declare the first variable, let's say current week underscore sales. So this is my first variable. And here I will simply store this total sales measure. Let me simply write total underscore sales. So this is my current week sales. And now let me press shift enter to jump into the next line. And here I will create one more variable of previous week sale. So let me simply write var, and let's declare the variable name previous week sales. And under the previous week sales guys, we guys can simply use date add function. So with the help of date add function guys, you guys can back to the previous intervals. So let me simply use date add function with calculate. So let me simply write calculate, and under expression parameter guys, I'll simply take total sales, which we have already created guys, comma, and under filter expression guys, I'll simply use this date add function. And let's fill the parameter of this date add. So firstly parameter says dates. So under date parameter guys, I'll take this date column, which is from the dimension table, comma, and under number of interval guys, I want to go back -7 because in a week guys, we have a 7 days, comma, under interval parameter guys, I'll simply take day and bracket close. So we have created only two variables. First variable shows the current week and the second variable shows the previous week. And now let me also close this calculate bracket. And now let me simply press shift enter and simply write return statement. And under return statement guys, I can simply perform my calculation, which is difference. So I want current week sale should be subtracted with previous week sale and hit enter. So this is the logic guys which we have just created. And now let me use this DAX function here under this table visual. So let me select this DAX function, which is week over week change, drag and drop it here. So see guys, I can clearly see week over week change sale. And now guys, let's cross check. Is this logic working fine or not? So let me firstly open one calculator. So see guys, the first record says -1868. I talk about this week 1 sale guys of 2024. So the sale is 3085. This is my current week sale. And my previous week sale guys of 53rd week of 2023. So now let me select this 2023 from the slicer and let me scroll it down guys. So the last week of the sale is 4953. So now let me subtract this 4953. So the difference is -1868. That means our logic is perfectly fine. It is clearly calculating current week subtract with previous week. Now let me click on this 2024 year and let's check one more record of 2024. So let me clear this. So I am taking example of this week 2. So my current week sale is 3248. So let me type 3248 and I want to subtract with this previous week, which is week number 1, which is 3085, and let me press enter. So see guys, the difference is 163. So in this way you can calculate week over week change. And now guys, if you want to calculate the percentage change, so again you need to follow the same logic with divide function. So let me create one more measure to calculate percentage change. So let me go here under this 3 dot and click on this new measure. And this time my measure name would be week over week change percentage. So again I'll start with variable and I'll declare current week variable, current week sales. And again I'll store this total sales measure here under this current week. And now let me declare one more variable, which is previous week sale, and simply store the same calculation with date add. Calculate under expression guys, I'll simply take total sales, comma, and now I'll use date add function. So under date parameter guys, I'll simply take date column, which is from the dimension table, comma, and under number of intervals, I want to go back last 7 days. So that's why I have taken -7 days. And under interval guys, I'll simply take days and bracket close. And let me close this calculate bracket. And under return statement guys, let me write this logic with divide function. I'll simply use divide function over here. And under numerator parameter guys, let me create the logic current week sale should be subtracted with previous week sale. So this is my numerator which calculate difference, comma, and under the denominator parameter guys, I'll simply take previous week. So numerator calculating the difference which subtract current week with previous week, and under the denominator guys, it is fixed previous week sale and bracket close and hit enter. So see guys, we have created the logic. And now let me select this measure and drag and drop it here. So see guys, we have also calculated the percentage of week. And now let me select this measure and convert into this percentage. So see guys, in this way we can also calculate the percentage of week over week change. Hope you guys are clear with this logic. So for such kind of detailed learning guys, stay connected with us and kindly support this channel. And those who are new to this channel, kindly hit the like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to press this bell icon guys, else you will miss an update. And those who wants to learn Power BI or SQL from scratch, so you guys can follow this free YouTube channel which name is Analytics Pro. And if you scroll it down guys, so here you guys can see we have a full course Power BI playlist where I have explained each and every concept about Power BI in detail. And if you click here on this playlist button guys, so you guys will get to see multiple playlists are here. This is the Power BI full course playlist and these are the advanced concepts of Power BI where you guys can take the knowledge of advanced concepts of Power BI. And we have this Power BI with SQL playlist where you guys can learn all the concepts of SQL from scratch. So you guys can start your SQL journey with this free YouTube channel. And along with that guys, we have this visualization playlist and we have this DAX expression playlist where we have covered most of the DAX functions from scratch which are majorly used in your projects. And here under this playlist, I am also trying to cover all the differences of DAX functions which is majorly asked in an interviews. And very soon guys, I will add some more playlists so that you guys can take better understanding of the analytical skills. And for the job seekers guys, we have this free Telegram group where I'm keep posting latest Power BI jobs opening, as well as you will also find some latest interview question and answers which recently asked by an interviewer. So you don't need to pay anything to anyone. But those who are looking only live sessions, so we guys also conduct live training and sessions where we prepare candidates from scratch till intermediate level with some scenarios, real-time projects, assignments, notes and so on. And we also provide placement assistance with the help of WhatsApp group where you will get to see some HR emails, contact number and so on. And you guys can also follow us on Insta as well as Facebook. So all the links I will share under the description box. You guys can follow us there. So for free learners guys, you guys can follow this Analytics Pro, and for the live training and sessions, you guys can connect me any of the platform. Thank you so much guys for your more love and support. Keep learning and keep growing. Thank you so much.